What's up, man? You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get some coffee. So what are we doing today? We're gonna go check out the flip today. So my wife and I, we actually just bought a flip house not too far from downtown Winter Garden. And today I'm gonna take you along the way, and we're gonna talk about the 5 things you need to know when you're flipping a house. But first, coffee. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's the last time I get to say it once a video. That's it. All right, let's go see this house. All right, so we bought a house. It was actually one of our buyers that needed to sell their house. And so I thought this would make a good video because I've flipped a lot of houses over the years. I've sold over 1,000 homes. I've been doing this for 13 years now. And so I thought it'd be a good idea to talk a little bit about, if you're thinking about investing in real estate, some things that you should be thinking. So let's get into it. Step number 1. All right, so step number 1 is really probably the hardest part, which is finding the deal. Because once that property goes on the market, once it's on the MLS, there's a lot of people that are gonna be clamoring for it, especially right now. It's a strong seller's market. So finding something off market is really the only way that you're going to find really good flip opportunities. And there's a lot of things that you can do. So one of it would be hooking up with a local wholesaler. So this is people that do this for a living, where they find off market deals. 2 would be just kind of letting everybody know that you're looking to buy investment properties. And then number 3 would be sending out maybe like mailers to people that have owned their house for quite some time in areas that are turning over. In this case, we actually bought a house because this house would not have qualified for a mortgage. And so my team and I, my wife and I, we actually stepped up and helped one of our clients be able to sell this house to us. And we knew we were gonna have to put a lot of work into it. And then we're gonna turn around and sell it so that she could go buy another house. And so that's how we were able to acquire this one. All right, so step number 2 that you're gonna have to think about when you're going through the flip process is, how are you going to finance this? Because here's the deal. Banks don't love doing investment loans anymore. And so it's usually like a 30% down, or in this case of this house, it's in such disrepair that you need to pay cash for it. And so you have to decide, do you have the cash set aside, or are you gonna bring in investors, or are you gonna maybe use a hard money loan where they charge you a couple points up front plus 8-9% on the loan. And so there's a lot of things to think about when you're going into the investment game. If you find the deal, there's going to be options for you to make money, because there's wholesalers out there that will say, hey, I found this house that I can sell to you for $200,000. It's worth $280,000 when it's finished. Hey, give me $3,000 or $4,000 for finding the deal for you. So if you're just starting off on your investment journey and that's something that you want to do, get really good at finding the houses, and then after that, you figure out the financing.
Put some Roundup around the perimeter to
Cool.
kill everything up on the house.
Thank you. Are you able to rip out those bushes up front by chance? Or the whatever that is?
Yeah, those come up pretty easily.
Okay, cool.
I like them. You're getting rid of them?
Shut up.
I mean, I did give a little bit of some kind of...
No, I mean, eventually we're gonna add some bushes and some other stuff up front. All right, so step number 3 is gonna be evaluating how much stuff costs. And so a lot of this you're not gonna know until you've gotten into it a few times. You might actually flip a house and not make any money sometimes because you've forgot about what the plumbing costs or what the roof costs are. And so having done this enough times, I kind of have an idea of what everything's gonna cost. But I'm gonna show you today some of the things that we're gonna do to this house that will actually bring a return, and then talk a little bit about stuff that some people do that doesn't. So let's get in.
Should we keep the plant?
The plant's gonna go, bro.
Come on, man.
No, it looks really bad, dude. It's all against the house and stuff. It's not close enough to the house. It's a random weed. You know it's true.
It's a beautiful Central Florida.
Nah. All right, dude, come on. Stop talking about the plant. So there's a lot of work. Like they have a newer roof, but the flashing didn't get done properly, so they've got a roof leak, and there's just a lot of delayed maintenance throughout the whole house. And so as I walk through here, like, let's start in the kitchen. So some of the things we're gonna do to kind of like get this to not feel like 1993 anymore is get rid of this guy right here. Kind of they don't do this in houses anymore, right? So we can drywall this off. Back here in the kitchen, you got this wide open space in the kitchen. There's so much potential here, but there's really not a lot of counter space. And so what we're gonna do is actually eliminate this whole kitchen. We're gonna bring this all the way around we're gonna keep the fridge set up here, but bring this all the way around and have a nice island with seating on the other side. Eliminate these guys right here and make this really a good functioning space for the people that as they come through. Let's go over to the master bedroom real quick. I'll show you some of the stuff we're gonna do over there. So the whole house is gonna get new flooring, so it's gonna be really fresh inside. Hey!
Hello, how you doing?
What's up, man?
You're from me Tree, so we're doing tree work in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah?
We want to get this lifted up off the house, give you a good deal.
How much of a good deal?
I have a boss man that you know right now.
Yeah, if he wants to get rid of just this guy right here, that's all we're looking for. You guys insured?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, sir?
All right.
Are you Bill?
I'm Bill.
Good to meet you, Bill. I'm Ken.
You see all the touching the roof? You want me to hit it lightly, or you want the whole branch out?
No, just lightly, man. I'm just trying to get in and get out. You know what I mean?
I see, yeah.
So just that it's not just these two back here that are not touching the.
What I'll do is I can get up there with the pole saw, and I can raise it like that for you. Just raise it up.
Yeah. Okay. What are you gonna charge me?
That one up there.
What are you charging me?
$350.
$350
Can't beat that.
for just these two branches and this guy right here?
No, I'm gonna go all the way around for you.
I don't want to go all the way around. Just these two that are touching the roof.
Okay, you want us
And
two
this
out
guy.
there? You two there.
Yeah. What can you do for 200?
He still gonna have to climb that one, I think. He ain't gonna be able to reach that with the pole saw.
That's fine. Well, then we'll get the ones that are. I want it off the roof so it cleans it up and that I don't have
But
any
you got
issues.
that one on the roof too. I promise you, I'm gonna have you looking good.
I know. I'm on a budget, my man.
Okay, I feel you. Okay. So this what I do for you. I'm gonna work a deal with you because you're on a budget. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that one off and I'll do that one there all the way around for 300, baby.
250.
250. I do it.
All right, man. Cool.
You're on the budget. I
Sounds
got
good.
you.
All right. Dude. Cleans it up. They basically just got rid of the trees that were laying on the roof, which is good just for, obviously you're wearing the roof out, but it makes it look so much cleaner just to begin. And then if you want to get a shot of the paint, because I talked about like we did a paint swatch, there's like a little, that's the color it's going to be. See what I'm talking about though? Oh, and we're gonna do like a little barn door right here. Nice. Where I open this up. So putting together your vendors is a huge step in this whole process. Making sure that you have good electricians and plumbers and painters and roofers and all of these different things and putting them in the right chronological order is huge. But another thing to think about is like other municipalities like the HOA or the city that are gonna have something to think about. So like for us, we wanna repaint this whole outdoor space, but we have to get approval from the HOA. So like we actually did a little paint swatch up front so you can see the color we're gonna do, but we have to get their approval before we can start that. So there's a lot of things to consider as you're going through the process that take a lot of time and consideration up front. It's crazy what's going on with our business right now. It's Friday. I was showing houses in celebration to someone buying from New York coming down. We sold our $1 million listing in Windermere on the water. On Saturday, I'm showing multi-million-dollar houses to clients. And then this morning, little change of scenery. And then now I'm actually gonna go meet an investor that's looking to offload his portfolio in the celebration area. So kind of fun. My job is always different. And it's like 13 years, I'm an overnight success. Isn't that crazy? All right, so the last step when you are flipping a house is obviously getting rid of the property. And so making a decision, first off though, are you gonna keep it? Are you gonna do the BRRRR method, which is buy, renovate, rent, and refinance? And so you pull your money back out and then you're able to keep the house for long-term growth of your portfolio. Or do you turn around and sell it? And so hiring a realtor that knows what they're doing, that understands the market, understands that specific area to make sure you maximize your returns is gonna be key. And then you do it again. One thing to think about when you're flipping houses is that you do have capital gains though. And so you're gonna wanna reinvest that back into another project, or just keep in mind when you're doing your budget that there are some tax implications that you're gonna have to think about going through the process. So a recap of the steps to flip a house. Number one is finding the deal. Getting really good at finding deals is an amazing skill that you can learn. Number two is figuring out how you're gonna finance it. Are you going to get a hard money lender, that sort of thing, or are you gonna buy cash yourself? Number three is getting your vendors together so that you can get proper bids and make sure that the deal pencils before you close. So plumbing, roofing, all that good stuff.
Tree work, call Bill.
Tree work, call Bill. Call the guy down the street, Chris. landscaping guy, find your vendors, right? The next step is actually doing the repairs, getting that time frame as tight as possible. And then last step, getting it on the market, having a long-term strategy. Are you gonna hold this property? Are you gonna flip it into other properties? What are you gonna do? So listen, if you're thinking about buying or selling a house anywhere in Central Florida, I wanna be your real estate resource of choice. Make sure you reach out, subscribe to our channel. We're putting out new stuff like this every single week. And we'll see you guys on the next video.